Hello, hello. Hopefully you can hear me. And I'm going to start this song over. Let me just turn it down a bit. Give me one moment, people. But hello. Happy Friday, Seth. Let's see if I can get this. Oh, I didn't do the other scene. Well, that's fine. Y'all will just have to hear me without the music. But that's okay. It's okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was... I'm sorry, Artsy. I thought Seth said happy Friday. Happy Friday, Artsy. How are you? Let me change scenes here really quickly. Give me one moment. I know y'all are pretty patient with me regardless, but just give me a sec. I haven't streamed in like over a month, so I'm hoping this is okay. We're just gonna work and hang out on the island today, so nothing too crazy. But it has been a minute. It has been a minute. Okay, cool. I can see the chat. I can see everything over there. I think we are good to go. Let me change over to the island. Normally I like to stay on my face for a little bit, but I'm just gonna hop right into it. Let's just get into it. All right, that looks good. And here's my little character. And on the new island today, did a little fancy scene there for y'all. Turn this up so I can hear the island. I don't like to play in silence. I don't know about y'all, but I definitely don't like to play in silence. But how is everyone doing on this lovely Friday today? I've got my coffee with me. In fact, I even have another tumbler with coffee, fresh coffee. So if I run out of this, I've got a whole new little thing over here. Let me know if the in-game sounds are too loud. It looks like it's okay at a good level. Animal Crossing isn't very loud of a game, but please let me know. But hello, Seth. Hello, Artsy. Welcome in. I hope y'all are doing well today. Hope you don't mind that I'm drinking my coffee, but it is 4:12. I did start a little bit later than I normally do. Audio's perfect? Perfect. Perfect. I know I started a little bit later than I normally do, because it took me a little bit to get everything together. In fact, I didn't even know what time I was going to start today. But I figured 4 o'clock was a good enough time frame. It gives me time to hang out with y'all before my husband gets home. He gets off work around 6, so we got a good solid 2 hours plus until he's home. So I've got chat open in like 2 locations, so you might see me swap between Streamlabs and YouTube, but I'm gonna keep it on the YouTube for now because I am using it kind of to see how good the stream is going. But I hope y'all are doing well today. This is the island of Cardinal, my brand new island that I started over 5 months ago. There's a video up on my channel called 1 Year on YouTube. And basically what I did for that video was just resetting Analia 2.0 that I finished, my Autumn Island, and started a new one. And I made this flag all by myself as a placeholder for the island. C for Cardinal. It also looks like a bird, and it kind of represents the color scheme that we're going to be using, which is primary colors, blue, yellow, and red. And the special thing about this island is that it will not have, I will not use, let me rephrase, I will not be using any items to decorate the entire island. I'll use items inside of the homes, like interiors, but any exterior builds will not include any items whatsoever. So because of that reason, I feel like it would be a little bit boring for the speed builds if I did do speed builds for this island, just for that reason. Thank you, Artsy. I usually make a flag at the beginning of an island and kind of as a placeholder, and then I will change it later once I find one that kind of vibes with me. And probably a little bit more than half the time I end up keeping the flag that I make, at least for my Kid Core Island, and I'm trying to think of any others. I think for my Spring Island, it was the same thing. But yeah, so this might stay or I might change it. No item sounds very hard to work with. Hey, Timmy versus Tommy or Mike, how are you doing? I feel like it would be kind of difficult. And I also feel like it would also be very boring. So that's kind of why I want to stream designing the island versus doing speed builds. I just want to hang out with y'all instead. So it's been a little bit over a month since I've hung out in a stream with y'all. Hopefully my Wi-Fi issue is fixed, and hopefully that was kind of part of the issue as to why streams haven't gone well in the past, especially my last one. It ended up being a 3-part video. But for right now, I can't get a new PC or a new computer, which would be the next step of being able to stream properly. So fingers crossed that this works well. If not, you know, we're just out here doing things, trying things out. Why not? Artsy, so you will be decorating with just pathing flowers, bushes, and trees? Yes, exactly. So basically trees, bushes, primary colored flowers, so blue, red, and yellow. No white flowers either. And crops as well. So basically anything you can grow from seed on AC, I will be using that to decorate. So I'm going to be relying heavily on terraforming and waterscaping. I'm probably going to do a lot more of that on this island than I've done in years, you know, on the past year on any of my other islands, because there's no items. So I can do more waterscaping. And yes, I will have a lot of custom codes to use too. And I haven't downloaded any of those yet. Today is going to be kind of a cleanup, kind of running around the island. And here's my map too. I meant to say something when I changed to this screen. The only 2 villagers I have so far is Hugh and Stu, but they're going to be all blue villagers. And then Lucha, he's kind of a red cardinal / luchador. He'll be the only red villager on the island. But I've already, luckily when I rolled for this island, I ended up with one with apples. So to stick with that red, blue, yellow color scheme. And then a yellow airport, and with the airport airplane, it always has the blue dodo. So I've got all of the colors there represented. And then I've got all the flowers organized for the most part on the beaches. All my yellow ones are over here. All my red ones are over there. But I need to clean up all of the items that I have on the island because I don't need them. I only had them so I could get 3 stars. Yeah, you forgot about the crops too, Artsy. Yeah. I've got, actually, let me show you. Speaking of crops, let's go show you all of the crops that I've already pre-grown. Did a lot of prep work in my off time. So here are some bushes. I may use these. I may not. I'm not sure. But here are the crops that I will be using. Sugarcane, obviously tomatoes, potatoes, the yellow pumpkins in particular, and then the wheat fields. Or the wheat crops. These will be the crops that I use as well. I'll probably create farms here and there because, you know, I've got those to work with. And I might just use them kind of like you do with flowers, kind of spread them out. But yeah, that's kind of the plans for this island. And so streaming just made sense in terms of decorating, because I'm going to do a lot of waterscaping, a lot of terraforming, and I just want to hang out. I just want to chill and hang out with y'all. And you can tell it's been a minute since I've streamed because I feel like my voice is already going. But let me place down... Oh, before I even start picking everything up, it's Mac's birthday today. So I've got a little present here for him. I think it's like a tie-dye shirt or something. I don't know. But Mac isn't staying on the island. He's not going to be staying. But I do want to celebrate his little birthday. So he is right here next door to my house. So let's go do the little celebrations with him. I had no idea it was his birthday. And when I logged in, like, this is set to real time right now. Not real time during the day, but the date is correct. It is November 11th in game. So, Isabel told me it was his birthday today. And I was like, are you kidding? I had no idea. And I love that Hugh is the one that's in here. Oh my gosh, look at these two kings right now. Not Hugh, like, pushing him into a corner. Can we not? Artsy, I think that's the first time I've heard of this idea for an island. I like it. I watched your videos for this island, but you are the first creator. Yeah, I don't think anyone else has done it, but who knows? There's so many AC creators out there. I'm sure there's somebody that's thought of the same thing. It is probably going to be pretty challenging, but you know, we'll figure it out together. That's kind of why I need y'all here too, to kind of help me out. The star of the day is Mac. I love birthdays. I love eating cake. And a second slice of cake. And then a third and a fourth. And then, you know, there's other folks' leftovers. I haven't really spoken to Hugh since he got on the island very recently, so I love him. He's so cute. He matches my hat. Hugh gave him a present. Yes, it's your special day. I've got a present for you too, bud. I do. I'm glad they do the villager birthdays differently than your own. Because, you know, when it's your birthday and you start the game, you're like set in the clothes that you have and you're just thrown into your birthday party. I'm glad they don't do the same thing for the villagers because I was not prepared. I was not prepared for Mac's birthday today. No doubt about it, you and I have similar tastes. Woo woof. Is a tie-dye shirt a similar taste? Well, thank you. I hope you also wear it too, Mac, not just take care of it. Oh yeah, I haven't celebrated a birthday yet on the island. I also need to get more Nook miles, so I might do some of that too today. Just because I think I need some more of the construction app like stuff, like the pathing and things. I've got the basic ones like the dirt pathing and I can terraform and waterscape, but that's about it. I don't have like some of the others. Yes, I'm headed out. All right, we did the birthday thing. Let's move on. Let us move on. And if I look down at my phone, I'm also checking things down here too. I feel like I've got like 4 screens going at the same time. I don't know if any of y'all know that pain of streaming where you've got like several screens going on at once. That's kind of how I feel like I'm doing at the moment. But I'm glad that everything is working for the most part. Let me check Streamlabs. Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's working too. I do wish that my... what do you call it? Commands were working. For some reason they're not. I don't know if there was something I needed to turn on. I did have to like reset a lot of my stuff before I started stream, which is kind of why I started a little later than 4 o'clock. So I don't know, it's not working, but that's fine. Seth, I'm the same way when I stream. I really need a second monitor. Yeah, I need like an iPad over here. I've got the monitor here that I'm playing the game on. I've got this monitor with Streamlabs and like YouTube. Yeah, Mike, always too much happening during streaming. Exactly. There's just so much going on. I feel like my brain can only comprehend so much at one time. So this is using muscles that I'm not used to using. Cannot do 4 at a time. I can keep up with 2. Yeah, well, clearly I can't do 4 at a time either because I'm all over the place. And also I'm a little rusty. I also have water as well. I did prep. I feel like I have all the liquids. Is that a streamer thing too? to have all the liquids in front of you all at once. I feel like that's a thing. But yeah, my commands aren't working, so let me, instead of that, let me pull up another window where it has all of my fun little links, just in case something like this happened. I like to have a backup plan, you know? So let me do this instead. Seth, that Luigi mug's getting some use. Yeah, I've literally used it every day since I got it from Nintendo. The Nintendo store is pretty banging here lately. I drank an insane amount of water. Yeah, same. I'm trying to stay hydrated for sure. Here is, because my socials aren't working, let me do this instead. There is a link to my card, my website. It has all of my socials. It's got my latest YouTube video at the top in a link. It's got all of the islands and the custom codes that I've used on those islands. So if you see an island on YouTube or whatever, you can go to they're organized by island name. You can go to the individual islands and see all the custom codes that I've used on those islands. Once I get all the custom codes for Cardinal, I'll make sure to put those on that website as well. But there's the link to that in case y'all want to follow me on any of my socials. There's all the things there. I am going to throw these gyroids. I've been throwing them on a beach rock on the left side of my island. Oh, and I don't know why I put this down. I'm gonna have to sell all of my items because, and I don't know if y'all noticed, my house is tiny. I decided not to upgrade it, and I don't think I'm going to upgrade it any further. And if you know anything about the homes on AC, the storage is awful. So I only have 80 slots in this house right now, and every slot is being used with things that I do need for the island. So unfortunately, all of these items I'm about to pick up, I'm just gonna sell them because I don't need them. And if I had them in storage, I would be tempted to use them too. So I guess it's a good thing that I'm just getting rid of them. Are you allowing yourself to use amiibo for villagers, or are you trying to get them all legit? So I'm totally fine with using amiibos to get the villagers I need. However, I only had, out of my list of dreamies, and I wish I had a cute little image to show y'all. I can just name them off, to be honest with you, of other villagers that I need still. Let me pull up my handy dandy list. So we've got Stu, we've got Hugh. I talked about Lucha being the only red villager. I still need to get Axel, Rold, Derwin, Hornsby, Tom, Boris, and Wolfgang. And I looked through all of my amiibo cards, and I don't have a complete set, obviously. And Hugh was the only amiibo that I had. And I don't know if any of y'all watched my Monday video where I went on a ticket hunt for my first villager because, who was it? Sherb wanted to leave, and so I told him, yeah, go ahead. And ended up going on a 100 Nook Mile ticket hunt with not finding any of those dreamies, and I need 9 villagers and none of them showed up. I was so upset about it. I was raging in that video, to be honest. So yeah, I needed a win. I ended up letting the plot autofill, and my arch nemesis Patty is now here. She used to be on one of my other islands, and now she's on this island because that's the island that brought all of this lovely items and stuff over here. So now she's over here, and yeah, you can see all of that in the video. You can hear my frustrations. It's literally tangible how frustrated I was. So I don't have the amiibos essentially for all the other dreamies I need for this island. So I'm gonna have to either go to a treasure island, which I have never gone to a treasure island specifically. Actually, I've never been to a treasure island. Have I been to a treasure island? One of my friends used to have one, and she probably still does. But I haven't been to one in probably a year. So maybe Nookazon if I'm desperate enough. Otherwise, I'm just gonna go hunting and hope for the best. I can check our collection if you want. I trust you if you want to borrow them. I might take you up on that, to be honest, Seth. You can like mail them to my house. I still might do villager hunts just for fun. And then just like this one, if I get desperate, just amiibo in somebody. So I might hit you up on that for sure, because I'm not against amiiboing in someone. Clearly, I tried my best and literally went to 100 islands. My nemesis moved in, and yeah, I did. I gave it the good college try and basically just needed a win, and Hugh was the only villager I had. So I might take you up on that for sure. But yeah, it was the worst. I've never, I think oh, I gotta go sell this stuff. The longest villager hunt I had been on before 100, I think was like 85 or 86 or something. So once I hit the 80 range mark, I was pretty much over it by that point, but I just was like, okay, the next island will have them. Okay, the next island will have them. You know, that villager hunt, you know, keep rolling until you win. It's like gambling. It really is. And I felt that very deeply on the weekend when I tried to find someone, any of them. But my luck was just terrible. Hello, Sean Capri. Well. Well, isn't it Sean Capri? Or is that Jar Jar Capri? I don't know. I don't think I know Sean Capri. I don't recognize your profile picture. It's not the same one as you have on Twitter, so. It's not the same one. And this is why I wish my commands worked, because I actually had a carpool command, and now I don't. Sean comes into my stream and I already... Well, you came in with your well. I read it as negative. So I just gave you the negative right back. But I'm also part of Carpool Gaming. Seth, Sean, and myself are part of the Nintendo Drive. So I wish my commands worked so I could do the little exclamation point carpool. I don't know if Seth or Sean, you want to throw our carpool link, or no, maybe I can look it up really quickly. Actually, no, because I don't know if y'all can do that because you're not moderators. Let's see. Let me do that really quickly. I had it saved. I had it as a command, but for some reason my commands aren't working. But what else is new? What else is new? Let me pull that up too. Luckily, I have it saved in our little Notion we've got here. But there is... Oh, it'd be nice if I put what that was for. There we go. Seth, I do think the profile picture needs to be universally Jar Jar. It does, because, like, people aren't going to recognize you over here, Sean. Not sure if that works or not. You're sub to Carpool, I lurk and watch. Well, I'm glad, Artsy. And, you know, lurking is valid too. And if there's people here just watching and lurking, totally fine. If my commands work, you could have used the lurk command. But they're not working. Don't know what the deal is. One moment. All right. I feel like I'm running low on coffee. I'm debating if I need to refill or not. But yes, Seth and Sean and myself are part of the Nintendo Drive with Carpool. And that is the link in the chat if you are not subscribed, because we are, I would say, pretty cool, you know. But maybe that's just a me thing. Let me switch back over. I've got a couple different things going right now, so give me a brief moment. I'm going to save some of these links so I don't have to search around for them. Let's see, carpool. This is what happens when you don't have a backup plan. You kind of do it live on stream, but you know. I also had one for All In, which is Seth's. I cannot talk and type at the same time. I can't chew gum and walk, you know. I had a command for the All In podcast, which is Seth's other thing as well that he's also involved with his buddy Eric. So, you know, gotta have a backup plan. Sean's gonna have words for us next week. I'm sure I'll probably forget, but we never forget about Kirby. No, Kirby fans unite. Sean is not a fan of Kirby, if y'all that are watching are confused. And Seth and I are Kirby fans. I have a Kirby pillow back there. You may or may not be able to see him. He's kind of peeping behind the Gengar. The window down there is kind of very, very small. In fact, let me show you in my other little window here. There he is. Little Kirby. He's back there. Peeking behind my Gengar Build-A-Bear. And then got a giant Squishmallow here. Obviously, Tom Nook is ruling over everything. And then I think I've got a Spirited Away pillow is what that is. And then a Tom Nook beanie. But yeah, Sean is not a fan of Kirby. He will never be a fan, even if he does secretly love him. He won't admit it. All right, I've got carpool. Somehow being creepier than Gengar back there. Oh, you're a fan of select Kirby games, but you're not a stan. Okay, okay. Let's just split hairs here, Sean. Let's just split hairs. Let me pull up the all-in link too, because I did have them saved, and I know, Seth, you probably don't mind, but I want to support my friends. I want to support my friends. And if that means throwing all of y'all's links in the chat, then that's what I'm gonna do. All right, there it is. There is that. There is the link to Seth's other gig that he does called All In. It's a podcast, but they also do YouTube videos as well. So you can find him over there. Also, go support him. Go support all the things. Go support my friends. All right. Let's get back into doing what I was doing here. I get easily distracted if y'all weren't aware. All right, let's sell all of the stuff because I don't need this junk in my pockets. I did need to... Oh, maybe I should save the balloons. Oh, but where would I put them? Ah, I'll figure it out later. Oh, nope, nope, don't get rid of that. Let's see. I'm trying to think about, oh, don't sell my shed too. I'm trying to think about specifically what I'm selling here, because the other reason I had items too, besides getting 3 stars, I needed the items to, when you design homes on HHP, or when you complete HHP, then you're able to design the homes on your island, the villager homes. And so it's based on the items that you've cataloged. I think the items you've cataloged in HHP also move over, but I could be wrong. And since I'm not sure about that, I wanted to make sure that the items I did bring over here are items that I would want to see or use inside the villager homes. So those technically, even though they're sold and no longer in my inventory, they're not gone to waste. They're all going to be for the cause. They'll just be inside the villager homes. Let me figure out where to put these balloons, because I do want to keep them for now. Let me throw this one down here. I like to have items for visitors when they visit the dream address. And so these items here, like the balloons and the pennant, I want to keep in case I want to leave them for y'all when you come visit the island once it's done. So definitely want to keep those. Once I get rid of some of the shovels that I have in my storage, then I can probably put those in there. But for now, that'll do. That'll do. But what is everyone's weekend plans? It is Friday. It is also Veterans Day. I did not work today. My work recognized today as a holiday, which I feel like past jobs that I've had did not recognize today as an actual holiday for employees to be off. So today's the first time that I've been off on Veterans Day. So I hope everyone's doing well today. Let me know your plans, what you have going. Anything fun? I'm going to be playing probably some new games this weekend. I still need to play Lonesome Village. I haven't played it yet, but I need to play it for my Monday video. That way I can share it with y'all. I know I'm going to love that game. So I want to do a playthrough and share it with y'all on Monday. So, Sean, we're going skiing this weekend. It is like raining outside, and what is the weather like? It's I would say pretty chilly, but it's not Canada chilly. Yeah, it's like 50 Fahrenheit right now, which is probably nothing compared to what y'all have up there, Sean. Sean, be the weatherman and tell me what the weather's like up there right now. It's perfect skiing weather? Yeah, I bet already. Seth, just working on stuff, finishing my Bayonetta 3 review, guesting on a show tomorrow. Might be seeing Wakanda Forever at some point. Oh, let me know how Wakanda Forever is. Oh, I still can't gift Stu anything. I was going to give him this shirt that I have, so I'm just going to leave it outside of his house for now. Yeah, I'm going to be working on videos and stuff, so I'm going to be playing games for some videos this weekend. Pretty heavily. I've got a couple videos, or a couple games I need to play. No, I don't want to wear this. Please. Please. I don't want to wear it. I want to leave it here so I don't forget that this is for Stu. Can I push this closer to his house? Yes, perfect. Artsy, I'm in Eastern Canada and no snow. It's raining. So is it, but it's still probably cold, I assume. It's 21 Fahrenheit, much warmer now. Yeah, wasn't it like negative 20 something the other day? Isn't that what you said in Discord the other day? Wasn't it negative 21? Like basically the opposite. Or was that, no, that was Celsius. So I don't know what that would be Fahrenheit. I work with a lot of UK people, and you think I would know Celsius to Fahrenheit, like the changeover, but I still don't remember. It was negative 13 Fahrenheit. Ooh, okay, so that's even worse. That's even worse than I thought it was gonna be. So yeah, 21 Fahrenheit is a lot warmer. Jeez, I can't even imagine how cold that is. I'm gonna sell all these mushrooms too. I can't even fathom how cold that probably is. Oof. Seth, gotta be single digits or lower before I consider pants. Yeah, you're a, what is it, athletic shorts type of guy? I'm wearing sweatpants right now, and I have my handy dandy ACNH blanket on too, because this ring light is quite bright and quite warm, so I didn't want to do too much, so I can throw off this blanket if I need to. Welcome in, Angel. How are you doing? Hope you are well. Do you play Animal Crossing? If so, who is your favorite villager? Artsy, it's 57 Fahrenheit right now. Okay, that's pretty much what we have right here. And it's raining, so I think, Artsy, I think you and I have similar weather today. Sean, that was a record cold spell for us, not typical. Oh, okay. You're in a hoodie and sweatpants, super comfy. Yeah, I feel like today's a good comfy day, like especially since I was off today. I've just been, I slept in, I stayed in bed till like 10 a.m. because I'm not working today. Don't judge me, people. I stay up late gaming too much. Angel, I'm good. My fave is Gigi. Aw, Gigi's pretty good. She's, remind me, is that a, who is Gigi? What? Gigi. There's no way of knowing. This is gonna bother me. I feel like I know. Okay, yes, I was gonna say, is she the purple frog? And she is. I like the frogs. They're pretty cute. I think I favor the ducks more. Scoot the duck is my favorite villager. But the frogs are really cute too. Seth, gotta get some of those Nintendo Store hoodies. Yeah. I need all of the gaming hoodies. I need all of the gaming merch. Seth and I both were what was it? We were looking at Fangamer earlier today. Looking through all of their stuff. I ended up not buying anything right now, but I did wish list some things. You're playing right now, Angel. What are you designing? Are you working on something? Or are you just kind of doing like day-to-day stuff? Because I still enjoy playing like day-to-day things too. Sean, February, we usually get that cold, but not right after Halloween. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I was going to ask you if it's typical for like that close to Halloween to have weather like that. It's impossible to know. Yeah, exactly, Seth. I always have you in my head saying it's impossible to know when I'm struggling to remember something. Let's sell all of that stuff. I don't need it. Yes. I think I might need to go to Harv's Island. Hi, B. How are you? How are you doing? Oh, I wish I had my commands working because I had a command for B. So B draws in the chat. Y'all send her some love as well. She is the one that created my profile picture essentially across all of my socials. So I used her art in my intro and outros for all of my videos now, and it's also on my starting screen. And it's a little watermark in the bottom corner of the YouTube video as well. So yeah, she did all of the art that I have that I display across all my socials. So yeah, she is super talented. She now has memberships on her Ko-fi page or Ko-fi. I'm never sure how you say that. So yeah, she's the one behind the art on my channel if you were curious. Let me get out. I think I have an axe in my storage because I need to chop down some trees. I don't need the other fruit trees on the island. I'm just going to keep the apples. So I'm going to chop those down while I'm thinking about it. And then I think I might waterscape the river away because it's just going to get in my way later. And I'm going to change up how the river kind of moves on the island. I've got two south outlet rivers. And I wasn't sure how that was going to work. But, you know, using no items on an island is already a challenge itself. But I wanted to make it even more challenging by giving myself two southern outlets. I love you, 2B. Yes, I'm glad you were here to catch a live stream for sure. I need to figure out my commands for next stream so I can have everything ready to go. Well, let's chop down these trees. I don't need these. Oh, isn't that just the way? Isn't that just the way? You chop down things and your axe literally goes broken. In the next Animal Crossing game, can we please have unbreakable tools? Disney Dreamlight Valley is like spoiling me now. I don't think I have another one. I do not. Wait. Yes, I do. Sweet. Planned semi-ahead then. Like I said, my storage is limited, so it's a 50-50 chance that I'll have a replacement tool in my storage. Unbreakable tools is the dream. It is the dream bee. We need it. There's a few. I could name a long list of quality of life things that the next Animal Crossing needs. But will Nintendo listen? Probably not. Probably not. But we like to dream. It just never happens for us, does it? As much as we shout, we always shout to the void. Oh, I need to go get my cup of coffee today. I did move in Brewster. I did the whole hunt via a cabin island and found Brewster. And so he opened up his cafe today. So let me pick up these stumps and I will go visit him. And I cannot believe that I started streaming like 45 minutes ago. Where has the time gone? Is this why people stream for so long? Like, I feel like I've been live for like 15 minutes. Why is it longer than that? Make it make sense. All right, let's go visit Brewster. And speaking of Brewster, I'm gonna refill my coffee, but I don't have to go anywhere to do so because I have my tumbler right here. Now, who wants to place bets if that I'm gonna spill this all over myself during stream? In fact, I'm gonna switch over to this screen so y'all can witness it all for yourself. Oh my gosh, I can't even get the lid off. Oh my gosh. Okay. One thing accomplished. Now where do I put this wet lid? I planned enough ahead to have a tumbler of hot coffee to refill my mug, but I did not think ahead in terms of where to put this freaking lid. I'll put it on my notepad over there. You predict minor to no spilling. Seth, you have a lot of faith in me, sir. You have a lot of faith in me. But like, can I do this? Are y'all gonna witness? Am I gonna burn myself? Are y'all gonna witness me literally burning myself? Hang on. Okay, I gotta focus. Oh no. Minimal spillage. There's a drip here, and I don't have a napkin. This is wonderful. This is not chaos at all. I'm gonna use a random sticky note as a napkin, because this is not chaotic. No. We live for the chaos. We don't live for normalcy, do we? There. Good enough. Yeah, perfect. I really want to make some kind of quote library for us. Now, where do I put this wet lid? Yeah, just take notes. Make a little section in our shared Notion tab thing of famous Nintendo Drive quotes. I'm gonna finish the last bit of coffee in this. And now that is gone. That should not spill now. I'm gonna put the lid back on. And I'm also trying to do all this without hitting my microphone. Now I've got a wet Post-it note. Like, I'll just put it over here. And this mug is so full. Look at that. Okay, I need to sip some of this before I spill it. And I'm like laughing. My hand is shaking. Hang on. Did y'all like that ASMR coffee pour moment, by the way? I don't know if y'all could hear it. Oh, that was a good move. I'm glad I did that, even though it was a little chaotic. All right, let's get back into the game. Oh my gosh, let me switch back over to this too. Seth, oh my gosh, I'm normally so good about not hitting my mic, but I hit it so hard last night that it came unplugged. That is, yeah, that is intense. I found out that I've got two towers, and while I'm talking, I can move over here. I have two towers that put off like the fancy lights on the side, so it's like going through the rainbow right now. I found out last night that they weren't plugged in properly, and I was wondering why it wasn't going through all the rainbow colors. It just kept going through the default blue-green colors. And I was like, why can't I was literally frustrated trying to figure out why the towers weren't working. Because there's like a application on my computer that you can change the colors of the towers, and it wasn't working. And it's because it wasn't plugged in to the computer. Everything else was plugged in, like they were on, but it wasn't plugged into the computer, so that it wasn't getting the link of me telling it to do the rainbow colors. So, oh, I was a mess yesterday. I was a mess last night trying to get things figured out for stream today, and it still didn't quite work out. But while my little girl gets her coffee, I'm going to take more sips of mine. Seth, my problem is I talk with my hands too much. It's in my Italian DNA. So you do the Italian hand thing. I talk with my hands too. I get that from my mom, though. I have no idea the background for it, though. My mom is a natural blonde, blue-eyed woman. I get my dark hair, dark eyes from my dad. So I am half Hispanic. My dad is full. He can speak fluid Spanish, and I cannot. So I don't really know a lot of my mom's side of the family. It's more, I know more on my dad's side. I just love, even though you can't do much except for just drink coffee, I love this. Maybe because I'm a hardcore coffee drinker, I almost need it in an IV. But I also need the Nook Miles, so. And it's not like I need the items that Brewster gives you when you come frequently. Like eventually you can get, I hope I'm not spoiling this for anybody, but eventually if you come enough times to visit Brewster, you can get this coffee plant right here. So I don't need the items that he gives you, but I do like to come every now and again and get the coffee from the Brewster, because he's a man of few words, which can't relate. I have all the words. But let's go to Harv's Island, because I do think I need to unlock Kick's area. I haven't unlocked all of the kiosk stands over there, so I'm not using items on the island, but I do like a good accessory. So I need to go unlock Kick's over there, and so I can get, you know, more purses. I mean, come on. Seth, my mom's Italian, my biological father is just white. I would say that my mom is just white, but and she probably, I guess German, whatever else she is I guess basic white. But I don't know, I feel like I hear something differently every time I ask her, like, I don't know, about our ancestry. And my mom was also adopted, so I don't know a lot about her biological side. I know more about her adopted family. So I still don't know my genetics on her side. So I don't know. And it's easy for my dad. It's like both my grandparents, his parents, are from Mexico, but they have kind of the lighter skin tone too, which is more of a Spain and Spanish thing. And my maiden last name comes from Spain as well. So yeah, Sturgill is a Polish name, I guess, but my dad's side is all over the place. Yeah, my mom, I feel like her side is definitely all over the place. I'm sure I could, if I took the time, find out more, but I'm too busy playing games all the time. Plus, I no longer live in the same town as my parents. We used to live like literally a mile and a half down the road from my parents, but now my husband and I moved earlier this year in March, and we are now 3 hours away from them. So let's see what Harriet is going to give me today. And of course, you got to take your hat off, because It's impossible to cut my hair with a hat on, right? Oh. I mean, I like a pixie cut, but I don't know about that. I don't know if that suits me. No, sorry. Sorry. Sorry, Shug. I'm not a fan. Yes, please. Yeah, there we go. I feel like I need to change up the style of hair for this new version of Lockleth on the new island, because my hair has grown out quite a bit, and I've debated like chopping it off again, kind of like this haircut, but with a middle part. The butt crack part is what I like to call it. But since I'm kind of letting it grow out, more so I haven't found a new hairstylist since we've moved. I'm debated picking a new style for this hair. But I think this is Kicks, right? A dapper dealer of fine shoes and handbags? Yes. Oh, 1,200 bells has already been donated. Sweet, I don't have to do the whole thing. New island, new me. Exactly. New island, who dis? It me? The new Lockleth. Has anyone noticed with Harv's Island, the donations that happen over here are larger than like you having an incline on your own island? Like, who is donating to these kiosks? Is it the villagers, but do they come over here or do they not? I think I need Savannah too eventually, but I can't do that right now. I don't know about Katrina. I never went to Katrina anyways. And then I don't need Red. So Kix and Savannah are the last two. Oh, Savannah. I'm calling her Savannah. It's Sahara. Kix and Sahara are the last two kiosks that I need to open because I don't need any items. But yeah, the donations that happen on Harv's Island are... There's more. Like, they give more money. And, like, who's donating? Is it Harv? Is it Harriet? Because I'm not paying her for those haircuts, so I don't know what's going on. Oh my gosh. Every sip of coffee is just bringing... It's just... it makes me feel something. It's bringing me back to life. Oh my gosh. They are larger. Yeah. Yeah. And why? And, like, who? Who and why? Artsy, these are the questions that I'm curious about. Because, like, you could leave an incline, like, unpaid off for, like, a month, and, like, 1,000 bells have been donated. You do the same for Harv's Island, and, like, 10K of it has been donated, and it makes no sense. There's no rhyme or reason. Maybe Harv charges those vendors to post up on his island. Oh my gosh, Seth. There it is. There's the big brain right there. That must be it. That must be it. Because, like, how else? Because I'm not paying Harriet to cut my hair. But you're right. He might be charging those on, those with the kiosks, you know, to rent the space. So I wonder, this is my theory then, if that's the case. I wonder if you only opened one of the kiosks, let's say I only had one open, would the amount be the same, like donating wise? Or would it be less because there's only one kiosk that's on the island? I don't know. These are questions that I just need answered. And if you're wondering why I'm cutting down all the trees, because I don't need them. I will probably I'll probably move some of these trees, actually, to the back corner of my island, the fully grown ones. But I'm also going to be growing a lot from seed because I'm going to also rely on stunting a lot of the trees too, just to kind of give some depth and some height variances because we're not using any items. We have to make a massive video essay exploring these theories. Yes, I have so many theories, Seth. I have theories about villagers, like Dobie. He's like a court... I will never understand this game. It's because I'm surprised. Okay, Court, you gotta give it a chance. Does your daughter not play this game? Like, it's so much fun. If your daughter doesn't play this game, you need to buy it for her and let her play it. But yeah, Seth, I have all of the thoughts and feelings on theories and crap. I wasn't even looking. Oh snap! Can I go in the museum? Will it let me? Yes. I have so many theories. So Dobie, for instance, in his house when he's on your island, he's the old man wolf villager. If you're unaware, if you go inside of his house, he has like a, I don't know, what do you call it? A whiteboard, a lot of books. He's got one of those whiteboards, kind of like in Always Sunny, where they have like, where Charlie makes that massive board of like, and he's like going insane with the mailroom. I don't know if y'all have seen Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but my husband loves that show, and so I've watched pretty much every episode because of that reason. But the scene of Charlie, where he's in the mailroom and he has all these theories and he's doing all these things, he's linking things together. I feel like Dobie does something similar. Oh my god, are you kidding me? No! Can we do it again? Can we do it again? Can we avoid? Can we avoid? Yes. Pro tip, run to the museum if there's a massive thing of wasps coming your way. Pepe Sylvia. Yes, B. It's Pepe. Who's Pepe? AKA me with my Mario lore. Yeah, I have similar lore with Dobie then. Some people chalk it up that he's just a fictional writer, and so he what do you call it? He's like working things out. Maybe he's writing like a mystery novel. I feel like there's more to it. I feel like maybe he's an ex-cop or something. Like I could go all day, and yeah, we need, basically, Seth, yes, we need to write some video essays of theories and just do fun little rants about random stuff. Oh my gosh. That was probably one of my favorite Always Sunny episodes. And to be fair, to be honest, to be very, transparent with y'all, I was not a fan of Always Sunny at first. Like, it was one of those shows my husband would watch it and I would physically cringe and I would be physically uncomfortable, if that makes sense. Like, I would feel physically ill watching some of the choices that those people would make in the show because they just do whatever the heck they want. And me, on the other hand, I am not that way. I do not relate. So yeah, it took a lot of episodes of me literally just getting over that and in turn ended up liking it. But not every episode is my fave, but that's probably one of my favorite ones. RC's ex-cop, I like that theory. Yeah, next time Sean takes a week off, yes, Seth, put it on the calendar. See what holidays he has, see what weeks he's out of the office. Say my friends made me watch it, but I found were funny. Other times I felt ill. Yeah, exactly. They're not good people. iPhone, yeah. Some were funny, other times I felt ill. Yeah. They're not good people, really, they're not. They have no morals. And yeah, so like a lot of the times I would literally be in pain watching those episodes. I would literally do the thing where like you're watching a scary film, so you like cover your eyes, but you're also peeking through like your fingers. I would do a lot of that. Or I would get up like at some points and just go in the kitchen and get a snack because I just couldn't fathom that they were doing the choices that they were doing. So my morals do not match theirs, but it is quite a funny show. I love how I went from talking about Dobie, and my theory behind him to, have you watched that episode of Always Sunny and Charlie's just going mad in the mailroom? Yeah, funny episode. Also, they're terrible people. Oh my gosh. I think I'm gonna pick up some of these trees and move them to the back right corner. Let's see. Yeah, I guess that's the best place. I might have to do some terraforming. I don't want to do terraforming today, though. I'm basically just cleaning up the island and hanging out with y'all. So I might put them near Abel's for now. But I need some... Oh, I have fruit in my pockets. Perfect. Let me eat some of these apples, and we will pick up some trees and move them over. Dobie is a free wolf. Like, is he writing a novel? Is he writing, I don't know, is he an ex-cop? Is he, I don't know, does he have like a criminal past? Like, a future criminal past? Like, or I guess a criminal future? Yeah, not criminal past. What am I saying? Hi, Kira. How are you doing? How are you doing on this lovely Friday? Happy time zone. What am I doing? Oh, yeah, I'm picking up trees. Oh, yeah, and more bugs, too. I need to get more Nook miles. So I might do that also. I haven't decided if I want to cut down these apple trees or if I should move some of them. I'm going to leave them for now, and I'll make that decision later. I just spent 2 hours cleaning my room. It still looks horrible. Isn't that the worst? Where you feel like you've made a good enough effort on something, and then you look around and then there's like 10 other things you could have done. And I'm doing well, Kira. I didn't go to work today. I didn't have work today. We have a holiday. So I kind of slept in, went to a bagel shop and had a bagel and played one of those new games. What's it called? A Little to the Left. I played A Little to the Left on my Switch in the bagel shop while I was enjoying a lovely bagel. And then I went to Target, and then I came home and set up for stream. Basically, that's literally been my day. Apparently the song in his house is Agent KK. See? See? I'm not far off. Maybe he's an ex-cop and he, you know, he's maybe does like the grunge work now. Like he does the things like they hire him to maybe like follow, I don't know, criminals or to find the bad guy. You know, he's contracted out versus being a cop now. I feel like that's a thing. Kira, it's okay. I knew it would take a long time because I let it become like an episode of Hoarders. Oh my god. Because of my... Oh, I'm so sorry, Kira, about that. Yeah. So it's a big project. Yeah. Yeah. Those, the depression piles and things, I totally get that. Tell Leaf to come to your island. Yeah, I'll let him know. I'll whisper in his ear. Psst, psst, psst. Hey, Leaf. Kira needs some shrubs. She told me so. Do I organize these trees? The Virgo in me is saying I need to organize these trees and not just place them. I don't feel like spending that much time on it. I'm just gonna place them for now. I think I've played a little bit too much, A Little to the Left. Where I'm just like, do I organize? And in what way? In what way do I organize? You need shrubs. I think he's trying to get me to buy his plot on Harv's Island. Maybe. Maybe. He's like, I will not come to your island until you pay for my kiosk spot. And that's interesting. Like, we're basically paying for them to sell stuff. Are we like an event organizers then? What is happening? What are all these things I'm coming to realize today? All this AC lore. What's happening here? I'm gonna cut down some of these apple trees. Actually, if they're back here, I'm gonna leave them. I'm gonna leave them if they're back here. I'm gonna cut them down in the front. Never understood why we have to pay for... Yeah, well, I understand some of it. But like Harv's Island, I don't understand that now for some reason. Because it's Tom Nook. At the end of the day, it's Tom Nook. And he just is trying to take our money left and right. To be fair, I would rather pay for the kiosks on Harv's Island, because what we talked about before you came in, Kira, was the donations that occur over on Harv's. So you know when you build an incline or try to build an incline, you pay it off too. But on Harv's Island, you don't have to. I don't know if it happens after you've paid for the first spot or not, but when you let it sit there for a bit and you donate later, like the donations on Harv's Island are a lot larger. Like there's people have already donated a lot more over there versus on your island. So because of that reason, and because it's hard and I love Harv, I would rather pay for those versus like the incline and bridges over here, because plus it's less. It's only 100K over there per kiosk, and it's like what? It's over. It's like 98,000 bells and over on your island just to put a freaking incline down. Like, Jesus. Tom, can you not? Why don't you put some money down? Like, shouldn't Nook or the villagers contribute? Yeah, and they barely do on the island. They barely contribute over here. I might check to see if there are any donations on Harv's. Yeah, go check. Go check. Because I like they donate more. And we were talking about earlier, like, who donates over there? That's kind of, there's so many things we could go over with this. I think these are all the trees. I think that's all of them. At least on this side. Double around just to make sure. I think so. Oh, nope, nope, nope. One right here. Let's cut it down. But since you just came in, Kira, this is a new island called Cardinal that I started like 5 months ago, but I can't work on 2 islands at once, so I had to finish Solemn before I did any work on this island. And this is going to be mainly a stream type of island because I'm not going to be using any items to decorate the island as well. So I don't think it would be as interesting to watch speed builds on an island. And Mitzi, you're adorable. I'm gonna let you be. I'll leave that stump there for you. Imagine me like digging up. Oh, Apple Bottom Jean says what? All right, I guess I'll dig up the stump then. Mitzi is cute. I'm gonna be a little upset when I have to give her the good old boot on the island. Or if she asks to go on her own accord, I will allow it, because she is not Apple Bottom Jean's paws with the fur, yeah. Because she's not one of the dreamies. All the villagers on the island will be blue, except for Lucha, who is red. He kind of looks like a cardinal to me, so on the island of Cardinal, I feel like there should be a representative of that type of thing, so I think Lucha will be a good fit. I've got Stu and Hugh already, and I'll show you the map too. Not blue core, it'll be primary colors, and so I'm not using any items, but I'm going to be using flowers, trees, shrubs, crops, anything you can grow out of the ground. I'm going to be relying heavily on like terraforming and waterscaping as well. But I decided for the villager portion, they're going to be all blue except for Lucha, who's red. What do I mean no items? Like items you can get in Nook's Cranny, or items you can DIY and create yourself, like at a workbench. I'm not using any of that. I'm only using plants and waterscaping. So I got it to, I don't honestly care about getting it to 5 stars. No items at all. Yeah, exactly. I don't care about getting an island to 5 stars. I've done it. This is my 6th island now. So I don't mind not having a 5-star island now, because I've done it before. I think Solemn might be 5 stars actually. So I don't care if this one's 5 stars, but to get it to 3 stars, you do need items. And so earlier on in stream, I had a bunch of items scattered about that I had placed, that I had to basically sell because I don't need them because I'm not using any items. But the Stu and Hugh will be, they are dreamies. They're going to be staying. But everyone else you see here, Patty is my nemesis. She needs to go. But everyone else you see here is gonna eventually be gone. But that's my map. Yeah, it'll be interesting, but it'll also be difficult, I feel like. I feel like I got a little bit of that practice with terraforming and using a lot more flowers on Solemn, at least on the natural part of that island. The island tour is up on my channel if any of y'all are curious or want to watch that as well. It was 2 videos ago up on my channel if you're curious. But I feel like I did a lot of that practice with the natural side of that island to prepare myself for this one. But it's still going to be quite different not using any items because it's going to go against the grain because I like to clutter my islands up. And I'm hoping that this exercise of an entire island with no items will kind of, I don't know, branch me out a bit. What's the goal for today? Basically just doing cleanup right now. I might waterscape the river away, at least a little bit. But basically just hanging out and chilling, just cleaning up some areas for the next stream. And I think I'm gonna stream once a week. Thursday nights preferably, because that's kind of when I have free time to do it. But because I was off today and because I just kind of wanted to be a lump last night, I didn't stream last night. So next stream will probably be next week Thursday evening, probably around 8 or 9 p.m. Central, so 9 or 10 Eastern for those on that side. But I need to prepare ahead of time for basically, I think my first build will probably be working on this entrance. That's kind of where I intend to start on islands. So we're going to do some terraforming, some waterscaping on this side of the island here. So I just need to clear off everything here. And I need to sell basically everything in my pockets too. So let me go do that. Still working on my first island ever that I started in January. As long as I finish this one day, I'll be happy. Yeah, everyone works at their own pace too. Like Solemn was the quickest island. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me show y'all. You're probably wondering why Patty is wearing, let me move over here so the Nooklings follow me. You're probably wondering why Patty is wearing a Western outfit. Well, Patty used to be on my friend Gubs or Chris over on Instagram. Gubbly Pie is her handle over there. And so she had a Western themed island, and this lovely Patty was over there. You're wondering why? Yeah, that's where I'm going with this. So she used to be over there, and then on Lapis Luna, which is my Kid Core island that I completely flattened once I finished it, by the way. That tour is also up on my channel. I am keeping that island though because it's like my forever island. It's on my Switch Lite. I can't use it for content, so I'm just kind of using it to just play AC as it's intended, which is just hanging out, decorating here and there, trying things out, you know. Patty, can you not? And so I just let a plot autofill over there because I wasn't too bothered with letting it autofill. And then lovely Patty here decided she wanted to fill the void. And so she ended up over there. And I sent a picture to Gubs that she needed to come get her Patty off of my island because I was tired of looking at her. I don't really hate villagers, so this is the only nemesis lore I will give you and probably ever have, because like normally I'm like not bothered, but Patty just wouldn't leave, and she finally left, and I was happy about it. But I did not think ahead when I had that island come visit this island to bring items and stuff in preparation, you know, to get 3 stars. And so the other day, my last video, my Monday video, well, not my last video, 2 videos ago, my Monday video of this week, I did a villager hunt. And let's see if I can put these in here. Oh, I can. Perfect. I can sell the rest. And I basically went to 100 islands to look for one of the 9 villagers that I need for this island, right? Should have been easy. 9 villagers out in the wild is what I'm looking for. Yes, they're all blue except for Lucha, but I'm looking for 9 villagers. My chances should be pretty good, right? Apparently not. I went to 100 islands just for one blue villager. One of my dreamies. And it did not happen. It did not happen. And so I let it autofill. And who shows up? This lady over here. In frickin' Western wear. Like, that's not even the theme of the island. Can we not? Can we not? You giggled at that video, RC. I'm glad. I'm glad I could entertain y'all. The trauma is still there, clearly. Also, you're right. All the kiosks have 25K to 30,000 bills. Yeah. As opposed to the bridges and inclines that will get like 105. Yeah, exactly. That's what we were talking about earlier. B keeps falling asleep. It's way past Grandma's bedtime. B, go to bed. You're in a completely different time zone too. Go to sleep. Thank you for stopping in, B. But yes, get your rest. I'm glad you stopped by. Love you. What am I selling? Oh yeah, these. I don't even know if I should keep any of this wood. Like, I threw a bunch of it in my storage. $9.60 for that. Ugh. Highway robbery. Patty. Every time. Good night, B. Kira, whoa. Why are 2 of the kiosks no longer accepting donations? Does that mean they're paid off? So if you paid off one of your kiosks today, you'll have to time travel to the next day before you can pay off another one. You can only do one a day. And that's if, I don't know if it's if you pay off some of it on one of them, or if you pay off one completely, they no longer accept donations, but that might be why. And if you hear things, my little boxer over here, and I say little, he is not little. Let's see if I can get him to show up on camera. Brucey. Nope, he's on a mission. He's on a mission. Oh, he found the toy. I got them some new toys today. So he's gonna go play with that one then. I have 2 dogs. What do you call it? A reverse brindle, so basically black boxer, named Bruce Wayne. He's the old man of the house. He is 9 years old. And then I have a golden retriever mix. She's basically a mutt. She is 6 years old, and her name is Luna Lovegood. So those are the 2 dogs that we have. We used to have a German Shepherd named Ringo, but now we just have the 2. And every year that goes by with my boxer, I get sadder and sadder because it just reminds me of our German Shepherd and what we had to go through with that. But, you know, I don't need to bore y'all with all of that. But in case you were curious, I was just curious how much the other ones had after paying off Leaf, but I guess I can't even find out. Yeah, they won't talk to you or tell you any of that. Ugh, I need to get another axe. That's Bruce drinking his water. They won't tell you anything after you've paid off one of them. So yeah, that's probably why you'll have to time travel to tomorrow to see. Yes, Luna Lovegood. And it's fitting too because I didn't know at the time that she would end up being like a golden color. So it fits very well with her name. I love your pet names though. 2 cats. You have 2 cats and 2 turtles, Kira. That's cool. I like turtles. I like turtles. Wow. The amount of memes in my head sometimes, and songs that get stuck in your head. I know others probably share the same thing. Your turtles are crazy. Are they like small? And are they in like the same like habitat too? Hold on one second. Let me mute myself for a sec. Oh my gosh. If y'all could see the amount of drool that's just dripping from his mouth right now. Bruce, figure it out, buddy. They're in the same habitat, 100-gallon tank. Okay, cool. Is that like an aquarium type tank, right? It's like clear. Relatable, they're huge. My brother and I, we didn't have a turtle, but we used to have two African frogs that supposedly were supposed to live for like 25 years or so. We had them from when they were tadpoles. I think they lived for like 5 years though, so I don't know how, if it was true that we got the type of frogs that the person said we were going to. I don't know, because we were pretty good with feeding them and stuff, and they lived to be 5 years old, but they did not turn 25. Oh my gosh, I'm so far away from the museum. Ah, no! Get away from me! Help me! Help me! Mitzi! Help me! Oh my god. They're not gonna help me. What does Leaf do if you get close? He does not care. He does not care. Oh, is this gonna work? Thank God. I was concerned that it wasn't gonna work that time because I waited too long. Yes, it's clear in aquarium because they're... Oh yeah, because they have water. Duh. Now, do they have like a little like spot of land or a rock or something that they can go on when they don't need to be in the water, or do they constantly need to be underwater? I have all the turtle questions, clearly, because I've never had a turtle, but they fascinate me. My turtles are supposed to live at least 25 years, and they're like 13. Wow. That's a long time. That is a long time. So maybe my frogs were supposed to last that long. Maybe we just weren't as good of pet owners as I remember. Yeah, they have a basking platform. Okay. See, that's what I was picturing in my head, but I wasn't sure. I was not sure. I'm gonna be a little sad when I have to get rid of, is it Kid? I already forgot his name. Yeah, Kid. I'm gonna be a little sad when I have to get rid of Kid, because he's just been vibing since he's been on the island. He reads all the books. He's well read. Intelligent, that kid. But they keep breaking it. Oh, because of the weight? Interesting. Kid is cute, though. He is super cute. I'm like in chopping tree mode now. I feel like I have my focused face on. I need to learn that y'all can see my face. Like, I need to remind myself that y'all can see my face and not just do the focus face that I tend to do. This is the behind the scenes of Lochlith working on an island that y'all don't normally see. All right, let's get up all these stumps. Oh my gosh. Well, Kira, I don't think you were here earlier when I asked what everyone was doing for the weekend. What are your plans for the weekend? If anybody else is watching and hasn't, you know, let me know what their plans are for the weekend. I'm very curious. I will be playing Lonesome Village for sure this weekend. I'll try it out for y'all. Hopefully make it into a video for Monday. I am working on a top 5 like cozy gaming list video for like fall type of games, or what I would consider like cozy fall games. Working on that too, to hopefully release either next week or the week after. I think I have it set for the week after, because I do need to work on my Disney Dreamlight Valley save as well. You'll answer any turtle questions. What do they eat? You have no plans besides more cleaning, and then might be going to a family of friends for dinner on Sunday, but really don't want to go. Aw. Well, if you really don't want to go, I hope you don't go. But if you are able to go, I'm sure you'll make the most of it. I'm sure you'll spin it into a positive. Oh, Kid is asleep now. See? If only he was blue. Look at him. He fell asleep reading. So cute. So cute. He's gonna wake right up when I start demolishing that river in front of him. Oh my gosh. Oh, and if y'all didn't notice, my entire outfit is also primary colors. All of my outfits I have in storage right now are on theme. I don't have a lot of outfits because I can only store so much, but I need to get more. I just don't know how I'm going to store them. I guess probably display them inside the house, use the wall space for storage. Might look a little tacky, but I used to do that back in the day. Early Animal Crossing games before content type of thing. The pellets from the pet store and veggies. Then for treats, they have freeze-dried crickets and also fruits like strawberries, tomatoes, and apples. They really like any type of red fruit. Okay. I think part of the reason I'm interested in turtles too, and tortoises, I used to work for a lawyer of all things. I used to be his admin in my hometown. In my adult life, I worked for him. I was a notary and everything as well, so I know quite a bit with criminal and civil cases because I helped him out with those types of things and had to get things notarized. But anyways, he was a lawyer, and you'll understand why I'm giving that tidbit of info. And he had one of those giant, oh, if I could only remember what it was called. Is it? Let's see. I think it, oh, it looks just like this. What type of tortoise is this? He had a giant tortoise that could live to, I feel like this is such a theme, that could live to like 60 years old. Is that right? I don't think it was a, no, there's no way. I don't know what type of tortoise it was, but it was huge. And to kind of give you some background as to how big this thing is. So it was, I don't know what conversions would be, but it was 60 pounds. 60 pounds. And it might have even been more than that. I think he might have been estimating. But so this lawyer that I worked for had a 60-pound tortoise that I think at this point was 20 years old. I think so. I think he was 20. I think he was 20 years old. His name was Elmer. And he ate veggies and stuff too. I would feed him cucumbers in the office. And yes, you heard right. In the office. He had this tortoise inside his office. Like he had a spare room like to the side that was, you know, closed off. Like he had a few rooms, but this was like a closed off room. So in the wintertime when it got cold, he had to bring this big tortoise into its own little like habitat, and it had its own like bedroom. Yeah, it lived in the office. And yeah, I'm glad yours not this big, Kira, because this thing was massive. His name was Elmer. I would feed him cucumbers and zucchini and lettuce. It did not die. No. It's still alive today. As we speak, it is still alive, that Elmer. But in the wintertime, he would take it into the office and put it in its own little spare room. And I loved feeding it. But like, you can imagine, like it has like snappers. Like it could probably take off my thumb. So I had to be careful. It wasn't necessarily part of my job, but I just love animals so much that I wasn't scared of him. And like he sounded like an old man walking around too. So the room was obviously big enough for him to walk around, and he sounded like just heavy breathing. So you would just hear him walk towards you and he'd be like old man. Has all the wrinkles, like, you know how tortoises are. Long neck. So in the wintertime, he kept it in the office in its own little spare bedroom that it had. And then in the summertime, because this is in Arkansas too, it like thrived during that time. And so it would be outside in his backyard. So the lawyer had his office next door, like his office that he worked out of, was next door in another like building, right next door to his home that he lives in with his family. And so he would just basically herd Elmer from his backyard next door to the office. This is such an Arkansas story, by the way. This is such an Arkansan story. I feel like telling you that this is in Arkansas just makes it make more sense. Like if you know anything with South USA, this totally makes sense because it's in Arkansas. So he would basically herd this tortoise from his backyard next door into his office come wintertime. I have another story about this tortoise though. My first week on the job, oh my gosh, I knew eventually I would like give story times and stuff. I don't know anything about Arkansas, but that sounds like Arkansas. Yeah, trust me, Kira, it's very Arkansas, and I can't run to the museum from here. Dang it. We're just gonna look sorry for the rest of the video now. So it's my first week at this job, working as an admin / secretary for this lawyer, and I already knew that he's kind of a quirky type of guy. Clearly he has a big tortoise that he would keep in his office, but he had several other species of animals as well. He had giant tarantulas that he would keep in their own little habitats inside of his office as well. I didn't feed those. I left them be. But I was happy that they were in their own little habitats. But first week on the job, I get a call, and answering the phone is part of my job. I get a call from the bank that is across the street from the office. And lady on the phone says, yeah, I think the lawyer's tortoise might be trying to cross the street. And I'm like, Elmer's trying to cross the street. And they're like, yeah, his tortoise is it's about to get to the road. It's about to try and cross the street. I was like, what do I do? They're like, I don't know. We were just letting you know. And so I had to, like, first week here, I knew he had this tortoise. So basically it was during the summertime. So it was in his backyard. And somehow came out of the gate, I guess. He also had like several dogs too. So his dogs are running around. This man also had a chicken coop with chickens that he would let free range constantly. So it's basically a freaking farm. So there are dogs running around, there are chickens, and then Elmer is literally about to cross the street. And let me get back into the game, hang on. And Elmer is literally about to cross the street. And so I go out there, I immediately run out there, and I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? I don't know what to do. Like, I'm freaking out internally. Luckily, the other secretary was there that day, and she had to calm me down for a sec. She's like, it's okay, this happens. I was like, this happens? She's like, yeah, this has happened before. No worries, we just need to herd him back into the backyard. And I was like, I'm gonna herd a a tortoise, an old man into this gentleman's backyard. And she's like, yeah. She's like, I'll handle the dogs, you handle Elmer. I was like, okay. And so yeah, herd him like a cow, herd him like sheep, herd him like a goat, whatever. Place your animal species here, except for it's a tortoise. And so I tried my best, and I don't have like a cucumber on me, I don't just keep lettuce in my pockets to like dangle in front of his face so he'll walk towards it type of thing. So I know, Kira, you said, you can't pick him up. I did pick him up enough to turn him around and move him at least 3 feet from the road because I was so terrified that he was gonna walk into the street. And like, I didn't want anything bad to happen to him, and it's like my first week at this office, and first off, this is probably not normal for someone to have like basically all these numerous animals and critters, and like this is not part of my job description, but you know, animal lover that I am, I'm a go-getter. I'm a yes woman. My first week, yeah. I'm a yes woman, and so I'll do what I can to help. And so I basically had to pick him up, and like so awkward because he's so big, and I'm like waddling heading towards this man's house, this man's backyard, to get this tortoise back there. And then he started walking on his own, luckily, and he knew what he was doing. He knew the way. He eventually started walking that way, and so now once I knew that he was headed in the right direction and wasn't going to turn around again to head towards the street, I helped the other secretary herd the dogs back into the backyard too, because all of them lived back there. I know, it was literally a zoo. It was literally a zoo. But it was fun. I'm not gonna lie. It was pretty fun. It's an interesting story. I mean, at the end of the day, it's an interesting story. I entertained you all with that story just now. And love Elmer to death. Clearly risked my life for this tortoise. And my back too. Because like I said, 60 pounds, pretty heavy, pretty hefty guy. He was a hefty boy. Thick he was, that one. Baby got back. All of the things. But yeah, that's first week at a lawyer's office. Had to herd a giant tortoise into my boss's backyard. And I thought working with criminals was gonna be the most scary part of my time there. No, it was hoping that this giant tortoise wasn't gonna go run into the street and I wasn't gonna break my back picking him up. Oh, but that, the lawyer I worked for, super nice person, clearly because he had a lot of animals. Definitely quirky, but I enjoyed my time working there too, though. I will say, feeding Elmer was super fun to do. Just because he's such a big animal and very powerful too. A little scary, but not really, because like I said, he just sounds like an old man when he walks around. I'm just thinking about all the different pets and like critters he had. Like I said, he had tarantulas, he had lizards. He was a lover of animals, that one. So he had all of the amphibians, I guess. What am I going to do with a lot of this? I'm going to sell... What do I have in my storage? That's probably... I don't know if that's the most interesting. It's the least, I guess, scary story I can tell you with working for a lawyer's office, but... What am I doing? Oh yeah, get something out because I want to know what's in here. Because I don't think I need all of this stuff in here. My storage is full. I have 80 slots. I know you can't actually see that, but I have 80 slots and all of them are full. Let's sell these thing of weeds. I can put that rock in here. I don't need all of this wood. I'll just get... I think I'll add... Yeah, I'm going to sell some of this. Okay. I want to keep some of this stuff in case I end up amiiboing in some villagers in the future. Because to amiibo them in, you have to like DIY stuff for them. So I do want to have, excuse me, materials on hand in case I have to do that. So let me make sure everything's running over here. Everything's looking good. I'm pretty pleased with stream this time around. Oh yeah, let's put this away. Yeah, put that away. Oh, the rock too, not just that. I'm pleased with how the stream is going this time around versus like over a month ago, the last time I streamed. I think we ended up to solve our Wi-Fi issues because my computer and like desk setup is in the back of the house, and so the Wi-Fi strength was really terrible back here, and so we had to get an extender essentially for the Wi-Fi, and so the little extender box is back there on the kitchen counter. And yeah, that is my kitchen behind me, so if I need to go get more coffee or water, it's literally right there. But my Wi-Fi strength back here was terrible, and so we got an extender, and it helped. It's hopefully, for the most part, I think, you know, knock on wood, it resolved the issues that I was having with like Discord calls and like Teams calls, like with my work too, because I work from home during the day. But I wasn't sure if it would help or resolve my streaming issues, because I would have like really heavily like dropped frames, and the bitrate was I put it as low as I could without making the picture look too bad. So hopefully the picture and everything is all right with y'all. I put the bitrate down quite a bit, just to hopefully to make the stream run well. And it seems to be doing okay. It seems to be the delay is like super not that far behind, like a few seconds. The stream on YouTube is behind versus what I'm actually doing right now. So that is a win for sure. I'm gonna sell all of this stuff in here too. I forget it's in here. I keep, because I have lack of storage, I keep all the cardboard boxes in here, just in case I need those materials for DIYs too. Oh yeah, and I can also come to the kiosk. Okay, let me redeem some Nook Miles stuff because I do need some of this for what I need to do on the island. Yeah, so I still have all of this stuff I haven't unlocked. What should I unlock first though? Because I don't want to rely just on custom paths. Let's do the wooden path first. Oh wait, would I need this? No, let's not do that one yet. Let's do, well, let's see what I have here. I don't need any of these items, nor do I need any of these DIYs. I need everything up above though. I'm trying to remember how to get the pro camera. Do I have that? I need to double check. Nope, nope, nope. Get out of there. Get out of there. Do I have the pro? Yes, I do. I do have the pro camera. Okay, cool. That was the other thing I was going to check and see to make sure I had, because I like to use the pro camera app on my phone on here to zoom in on close-ups of builds and stuff. So I thought I needed something else. I needed to unlock something else in here to unlock it, but no, I'm good to go. I think I am going to download one of these. Probably the sand path, maybe? Yeah, let's do the sand path for now. I'm sticking with more of the natural custom codes too. There we go. Because I'm not sure what custom codes I'm gonna, like custom designs I'm gonna download yet. Once I download those, I might do like the stone path or something. But for now, that's okay. Okay. Oh wow, it's been almost 2 hours since I started streaming. That's crazy. That is wild. Hey, Leaf, I think Kira needs you on her island. BT dub. Okay, let's sell these few things. And then I'm gonna get some medicine for my face too, because I'm tired of looking ragged. Ooh, and that coffee is cold. I am done with that. No, thank you. No, thank you. All right, we don't need any of this stuff. Please, Leaf, yeah. She needs your help. He'll at least be there tomorrow, Kira, on your island, since you've opened his little kiosk over on Harv's. Let's see, what am I doing? Oh yeah, medicine, 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 medicine. Anything else? Yeah, let's see what flowers you have. You've got lilies, mums. I have mums. I've debated getting pansies. Let's get some pansies and plant some of these. Let's get like 10. I planted some the other day and put them on the beach. Each. Let's go catch a wave. Don't need any of these. And I think I have trees. I think I have tree saplings in my storage. If not, I need to go check. So let's go plant these flowers and check and see if I have saplings in my storage, because I need those to design next week for sure. I'm trying to do some of that prep work today, like I said. All of this is prep work and just hanging and chilling. Leaf doesn't like you. Leaf likes everyone. You just have to pay off the paywall before he'll visit. Oh my gosh. If y'all could hear that, that was my dog. Anytime you hear noises like that, assume it's my dog. Yeah, okay, I did get some pansies here. So I'm going to plant the rest of these off the beach, but let's see what this is. A DIY I already know. Cool. Oh, no. Okay. Why is drop item the first thing? I wanted to take the medicine. There we go. Let's plant these flowers over here because I'm not going to need to worry about them next week. Apparently he likes everyone except you. Well, he's on Harv's now, so you should be good to go. You should be good to go. My boxer is a thirsty boy. He's drinking more water. Let's just throw this DIY away. I do not need it. Do not need this DIY. Oh, I do need to talk to Leaf though. That's a good thing. I need to talk to Leaf to see what bushes he has. And I may time travel to maybe late spring, early summer with y'all to see what type of grass I want. I think because I'm going to be using primary colors, I think I want the grass to be really green. So I might time travel like super far ahead to next year just to see what it looks like. Oh, he hasn't been on my island yet. This is his first time. Okay. Yes, I know what you do, Leaf. I want to see what you're selling. You have holly. I don't need holly. Bruce, are you about done? Hey. Hey, buddy. Are you done? Go lay down. Not everyone wants to hear you drink water. You've had all the water today. Go lay down. Good boy. All right, let's see. What do you have, Leaf? We've got carrots, potatoes, hyacinths. I don't have any hyacinths on this island yet. Should I get some red ones while he's here? Have a variety of red, yellow, and blue flowers. All the blue flowers I still need to move over from Lapis Luna. I have all the blue flowers over there. I saved them from when it was a Kid Core island. But I'll move those over probably later this weekend. Do I want hyacinths over here? I hate that every time Flick comes, he's like, remember me? I know, CJ's the same way. Flick is my favorite NPC though. Who is your favorite NPC, Kira? And anyone else in chat? Who is y'all's favorite NPC? Flick is my #1 favorite. In the Animal Crossing New Horizons one. I've got, let me switch scenes again. I've got this little Flick character. I think I've shown him in past streams too, but I got this little guy that he sits on my desk because he's my fave. I have all the knickknacks around me. All right. And every time I do that, my YouTube thing goes off of live, so let me hit that again. Okay. Let's buy some red hyacinths. Because why not? If I don't need them, I'll just trash them later. It'll at least give us some variety. I'm gonna do yellow hyacinths too, not just the red ones. Timmy versus Tommy, Leaf or Cap'n? Do you know the backstory of Cap'n, by the way? I don't know if you do. Like the type of like creature he is. Because there's a little bit of a dark story behind him, which I think makes I think I would favor him, not because of his story, but it makes him more interesting too. So if you aren't aware, like definitely look that up. I like Blathers. I relate to him. He's not a turtle. He's like a he's a fictional like lore like character, and I'm trying to remember what he is exactly. Let's see. He's a kappa, not turtle. It specifically says in this article he's not a turtle. But yeah, he's got a little interesting backstory that y'all should definitely go look it up when you have a moment. It's quite interesting. Hey bro, how are you doing? Moonwatcher. That's my brother, everyone in the chat. Preesh. Stream is going a lot better this time if you haven't noticed. I don't know how many of these I've bought, so I've already lost track. Had it going while I was doing some work tonight. Okay, cool. A work and lurk. I do those all the time. Love me a good work and lurk. Yeah, I think we did get the internet fixed up, clearly, because it's worked. So the what do you call it? The Wi-Fi extender here has helped with Discord calls and like online calls. So, but I wasn't sure if it was going to fix like streaming. But it's so far, based on this test that I've done tonight, it seems to work just fine, because the stream on YouTube has been pretty current to what I'm actually doing. It's only like a few seconds behind, which I'm really surprised by that. Let's go plant all these flowers. But I appreciate the work and lurk, bro. I appreciate your time here. All the viewership helps. I just love hanging out with y'all, and I didn't know how I would. You're reading about Cap'n? Yeah. It's interesting. His lore is very interesting. Like read more about what he is, like a kappa, like the species of what he is versus his backstory in particular, because like his species or what he's based off of is where the interesting part comes in. But I didn't know how I would do or how I would like streaming live, because I've always done very detail oriented. Bruce is chewing on that toy right now. I'm used to, you know, the perfectionist in me is used to editing videos and like putting those out instead of, you know, doing things on the fly or live. So I wasn't sure if I was gonna like doing this, but I found out that I just like hanging out while I work on stuff. So appreciate y'all being here. When's the Jet Force Gemini stream? Whenever I get that little cable thing that somebody showed me to be able to stream from, well, okay, so the thing that I was sent is so I can stream from my GameCube, hopefully, in some videos. But I need to still look into how to stream from an N64, because that is definitely... What the heck, Animal Crossing? Kira? Yeah. You read up on Cap'n or Kappas and what they are? Bruce is going wild back here. It's quite dark and very interesting read, for sure. But once I figure out what I need for the N64 to stream off of it, I hope to do some old school gaming type of content. Either content or maybe streaming. I haven't played Jet Force Gemini in so long. My brother and I used to play that game a lot. from what I can remember, is really that first level where you're saving all of those koala type villagers, and while you fight off all of these giant ant creatures, from what I can remember from that. And so I really want to play it and share that game with y'all too. If you've never heard of Jet Force Gemini, it was an N64 game. I don't know what year it came out, but we had an N64 growing up. My brother and I had an Atari Jaguar that I wish mom and dad still had. Gosh, I wish they still had that thing. That thing was fun. We would play, what was it called? Space Jam? Was that what it was called? No. Space Jam is the movie, right? What am I thinking of? NBA Jam. NBA Jam, I think is what it was called. I wish mom and dad still had that. Oh my gosh, not my aunt texting me some funny story right now. What? Oh, I think, let's see, how long have I been streaming now? And I've done quite a hefty amount. Oh, we're going on 2 hours now, a little over 2. My husband did text me a moment ago. He is on his way home, but I think I might work. I'll at least, oh, no, wrong button. And I realize now that I've been on the wrong screen this entire time. Wow, I'm a pro streamer, clearly. Oh my God. How long have y'all not been able to see my screen since I showed you Flick, probably, right? Jeez. So I've been selling stuff and been working on this island, and y'all are just watching my face work on an island this whole time. Pro streamer right here. This isn't, I haven't been doing this a few times already. So my qualm with this island sometimes is literally this part here where it dips out. I'm gonna get rid of this little bit here because it bothers the heck out of me. It always confuses me. I think that I'm about to hit the bridge when I hit the little dip right there. So I need to get rid of this because I like to roam freely on my island and not just use these bridges or my vaulting pole. So let's just get rid of the little dip here. And I'll add a little section in the back, like a land bridge. And then I think I might call it for the evening. But I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me for sure. I didn't notice you weren't on the right screen. I wasn't looking at the stream. You were just listening. Yeah, Kira, you did what I do a lot of the times. I use, watching friends stream or whatever, kind of as background noise almost. So yeah, it sounds like you did what I tend to do. And I wonder if Kid's gonna keep moving forward as I move this river out of the way. He's so cute with his little coconut juice or whatever that is. At least he woke up from his nap. At least I didn't wake him up. I need to add a land bridge to the back. And then this. And I keep talking about what I'm doing to remind myself what I need to do, because that is one thing that I've learned with streaming, is I forget what I'm supposed to be doing. Clearly I didn't even put myself on the right scene earlier. Because I keep focusing on other stuff, or I keep getting into what I'm talking about and I'm not thinking about what I'm supposed to be doing. So I think that'll add an extra difficulty layer to the designing of this island too, because I'm gonna need all the help being reminded what I'm working on. Otherwise I'm gonna end up not studying a tree or, whatever. He's like, what are you doing? I'm relaxing here. Yeah. You know what? They can just tough, kid, tough. They don't contribute to these islands that we work on, do they? They can just deal. Look, oh, he's asleep again. I go from ranting about him to being in awe of his cuteness, falling asleep with his coconut juice. Well, I hope everyone is having a lovely evening or day, whichever time zone you're in. Happy time zone. And I hope everyone's going to have a wonderful weekend. I haven't looked at the weather for the weekend here. But if it continuously rains like it has been today, then I'm just gonna stay indoors for most of my weekend and just play games. At least I haven't, you know, lost power or anything. It hasn't been that bad of rain. It's just been just some light rain here and there. It definitely brought in a cold front. A cold front, as much as a cold front can happen in Texas, but it's definitely cooler than it was earlier in the week. All right. I think that river is good, and I hate that it's not round here, even though it's probably not going to stay there. How close am I? Okay, yeah, I'm going to leave that there. Now I can run freely through here. That's perfect. And let's add... I'm going to add a land bridge right here so I can get to Abel's sisters a little bit better. And I haven't been in Abel's today, so I might... The Kava thing is disgusting. I wish I hadn't looked up. Sorry, Kira. I warned you, it's dark. I did say it's dark. Like, review his backstory with caution for sure. But it is interesting, but it is dark. I liked believing he was a turtle. Well, I'm sorry I just tormented you for life then, Kira. I'm sorry I ruined the dream. Next time I'll add that word of caution more heavily in the beginning. Let's add a land bridge. Do I want to have one there? Yeah, because I can see. It's all my fault. I'm sorry, Kira. I'm sorry. Don't hate me, okay? Don't tell Rybo that I ruined it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna add a land bridge here. I'm just thinking about all the times that I've run through here and like didn't have a vaulting pole and had to run down to the bridge down there. And I'm gonna add one here too. Does Rybo know? Probably not. He probably doesn't know. I mean, if you want to tell him, go ahead, or I'll tell him. I don't care. But do we want to ruin that dream for him too? Thinking that it's a turtle? Does he think Captain's also a turtle? I'll have to ask him. Yeah, okay, fair, Kira. Yeah, let's not break Rybo's little heart. Let's not tell him. Let's not break the fourth wall down for him there. Break the story behind Captain, ruin it for him. Alright, I'm gonna add this land bridge, and then I'm gonna go into Abel's and see what they have. See if they have any clothes that I want. And then I think I might call it. Let's get out of this. Yes, I am done building for now. Next time I build will probably be next week. I might get rid of this river before next week, so I don't have to worry about it moving forward. I don't know. Or I might be lazy and just leave it, but at least I have all these land bridges here now, so that's fine. Let's go into Abel's and see what they have. Let's go. I see a dress there. I don't want that, but let's see what else they have. Blue, red, and yellow. Those are the three colors we're looking for. Oh, I do need to talk to Sable, though, because I need her patterns. I'm working up that friendship with her still. Oh, you're always making the effort to stop by, and I can't so much as offer you a cup of tea. If we had just one pair of claws around here to help out, I might be able to chat more. Oh, no, not this again. Come on, the backstory behind these sisters. Sable with her mother instincts trying to take care of the other ones, and Mabel telling her not to worry about it. And then Label going off on her own, and there's a lot of sad stories behind some of these characters in this game. Shade at Label, yeah. Alright, what do we have? Ooh, nothing shiny. Not a lot. Oh, we have more overall options. I have this one. I might get these. What else do we have? You should have said Mabel's your fave. I like Mabel too. I like Sable also. I still love Captain to me. He's a turtle. He's just gonna be a turtle in our hearts, Kira. We'll just always look at him as a turtle. instead. We'll forget, just forget about what we learned today. Just put it out of your mind. I'm gonna get some of these socks and throw them on the ground in my house, but I think I'm gonna get the blue ones. Oh crap, I hit the wrong button. You meant Sable? The one behind the machine, right? Yeah. I like Sable. Out of the 3 Able sisters, I think Sable's my favorite. Okay, let's get the socks. Where'd they go? There they are. Let's get the socks and this farmer outfit. And I don't want to wear it out. Now my aunt texting me something and then thinking I don't have her number and just now says, "This is your aunt." I know. She probably thought I didn't have her number saved. Alright. Why am I getting out my vaulting pole? We did these land bridges so I wouldn't have to do that. Now where is the land bridge? Now I forgot where it is. Here it is. Alright, let's go place these socks on the ground in my house because that's why I bought them. Before I forget to do that. And I'm gonna put myself in a corner here. Hang on. Y'all can see the inside of my house too to end the stream off. And I'm gonna take some more sips of my water. I haven't really drank much water today. I drank all the coffee though. Alright. Let's throw these socks on the ground. This is my house though. I've got my little collection of gyroids over there on the wall. I've started a collection of villager posters at the very top because unless you're in like this mode, it's kind of harder to see. So as you can tell, Marshall used to be on this island. Sherb used to be on the island. They're the only 2 that have left so far. But I think as villagers come and go, I'm going to add their poster. So yes, Patty will have her poster up here, even though she is my nemesis. I have to order her poster still, and Hugh. Those are the only 2 that I haven't gotten their posters yet. How many are up there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 10, and then Stu replaced Sherb, so that's 11. So yeah, I just need Hugh and Patty's posters up there so far, and if anyone else new comes to the island, I need to add their poster as well. And the socks are not in my pocket, so I guess they're in storage. Didn't realize I had that much storage. Yes, I want these on the floor. Thanks, Kira. I really like working on interiors in houses. I always usually decorate how I want like the main room of my house to be. When I first start an island, that's kind of like the first thing I do. And I always like to put socks on the ground too, so I'm gonna put these like right there when you walk in. Actually, let's put them, yeah, right there. Like it's like I took them off as soon as I walked through the door. Is that all I was gonna put in here? Yeah, I think so. I think so. What else do I have? I don't need anything else, so I think I'm gonna set my little character down here. And I'm gonna go into this mode. Doing like what I do at the end of like a video, except for I'm doing it on stream. And I'm gonna change views now, but I wanted to sit my little character down, but let me change back. Let me change back here. One moment. There we go. There's me again. Hello. But I think I am gonna end the stream here. I hope that y'all enjoyed, and thank you for hanging out with me today. I hope all of y'all have a lovely weekend, like I've mentioned. And hit the like if you haven't already. If you came into stream and you haven't hit that like button, you know, anything always helps. You know, I'm just here being myself, giving stories about giant tortoises running amok and all the things. But expect more of streams like this in the future. Like I said, Thursday nights will kind of be my sweet spot. It might change, I'm not sure, but Thursday nights seem to be the best nights for me to stream and to work live on things. And it'll be specifically this island of Cardinal will be the majority of the streams, but I might stream other things as well, just to kind of break up the monotony. But I hope you enjoy watching Cardinal come together with no items. Yet again, like I mentioned in the beginning, this is a no item using island. There are going to be no items. I'm not going to use any items to decorate. It'll be all natural stuff. So a lot of terraforming, waterscaping, all that stuff. So y'all will get to hang out with me, or at least I hope you come and hang out with me while I design and work on this island. But I appreciate all of y'all. Yes, thank you, Kira. You have a lovely night and a weekend as well. And you love the stories. I'm glad. Sorry that I gave you a traumatic story, but I'm glad that I also gave you some fun stories too. I don't like to bring the trauma, for sure. I just like to share my own trauma. Because then it's easy, then I can laugh about it after the fact. But yeah, thank y'all so much for coming in, and I appreciate y'all. And I'll see y'all next Thursday. And my 2 videos will be out sometime next week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. I always put out a YouTube video as well. Streaming has been newer to me. I'm still learning things. Hopefully my commands work next time. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out one day at a time, people. But yeah, y'all have a good night. Bye, Artsy. Bye, Kira. Bye, anyone else who's lurking and just hanging out. Bye, bro, if you're still here. And I'll see y'all next week, Thursday.